students. Now I am going to explain the remaining part of first chapter of class 9th chemistry. Today's topic is radical. What is a radical? So, the molecule of a compound is usually made up of two parts, and these parts are separately known as radicals. The molecule of a compound, I am talking about compound. The molecule of a compound is made up of two parts, and these parts are separately known as radicals. For example, you can see the molecule of hydrogen chloride. It is made up of two parts. One part is hydrogen and second part is chlorine. Okay, hydrogen and second part is chloride. So these two parts are called radicals. All the molecules of a compound are made up of two parts. Okay, H2O, one part, second part. All the molecules of a compound is made up of two parts. Okay, first and second. Okay, so these parts are called the radical. For example, a molecule of potassium chloride has two parts, potassium and chloride. So potassium is one radical and chloride is the other radical. Okay, potassium chloride. Okay, potassium is one radical and chloride is the other radical. So in all the molecules of a compound, they are made up of two parts. Okay, so this is called radical. Now the definition is, a radical is an atom. A radical is an atom or a group of atoms of the same or of the different elements that behaves as a single unit with a positive or negative charge. Okay, it means that a radical is an atom or a group of atoms. It is an atom. Okay, for example, this is also one radical. Okay, or group of different atoms. This is also one radical. Okay, so a radical is an atom or a group of atoms of the same or of different elements that behave as a single unit. It behaves as a single unit with positive or negative charge. Okay, with positive or negative charge. Now, a radical is called a simple radical when it is an atom only like sodium. When this type of radical is called simple radical. So, a radical is called a simple radical when it is an atom, when it is only one atom. It shows only one atom, so this type of radical is called simple radical. Okay, like sodium and magnesium also you can write. Magnesium, charge you have to write. Okay, either it is positive or negative. So, when it is having only one atom, so these type of radicals are called simple radical. Okay, now next one, a compound radical. When it is made up of a group of two or more different atoms, like sulfate made up of one sulfur atom and four oxygen atoms. In this also you can see this is also a compound radical. Okay, sulfate also a compound radical. Okay, in this you can see two different types of atoms are combining with each other. One sulfur atom and four oxygen atom. Two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atoms. So when two different types of atoms are combining together, they form compound radical. And when only single atom is there, single atom, then it is called simple radical. Okay, so an acid reacts with a base to produce salt and water as a result of neutralization. I think all of you know, when one acid is reacting with base, it forms salt and water. Okay, one example is given here. Potassium hydroxide. Is reacting with hydrochloric acid. forms potassium chloride and water. Now all of you listen it very carefully. In the formation of this potassium chloride, the potassium radical has been contributed by the base potassium hydroxide. Now you know that this one is the base and this one is the acid. This one is salt and that one is water. So in the formation of this potassium chloride, this potassium is contributed with the base of this potassium hydroxide. Okay, so in the formation of the potassium chloride, the potassium radical has been contributed by the base potassium hydroxide. All of you try to understand. In the formation of this potassium chloride, it is a molecule of a compound. Okay, in this part, okay, this first part, okay, this potassium part is contributed from where? From this base, okay, from this base potassium hydroxide. Okay, this potassium hydroxide is given this potassium here. Okay, that is why this part is called the basic radical. And this chloride is taken from where? From this acid, hydrochloric acid. Okay, from this acid. Okay, this chloride is taken from this hydrochloric acid. It means it is taken from this acid. So that is why it is called acid radical. Understood? Listen again. In the formation of this potassium chloride, this potassium has been contributed by the base potassium hydroxide and that is why it is called basic radical. And the chloride radical, okay, this chloride radical has been taken from this hydrochloric acid. Okay, that is why it is known as acid radical. Okay, since this part is taken from the base, okay, that is why it is called basic radical, and this part is taken from the acid, that is why it is called acid radical. Okay, and water. Okay, so this whole process is called the neutralization. Okay, this when one acid is reacting or combining with the base, it forms salt and water. This process is called the neutralization. Okay, so when a salt is dissolved in water, it splits up into constituent radical. The basic radicals are found to carry positive charge, so they are known as electropositive radicals or cations, and the other part carries negative charge, and that is why they are called electronegative radicals or anion. So when any salt is dissolved in the water, it breaks into two parts, positive part or negative part. Okay, so the positive part is called the electropositive radicals or cation. Okay, in this you can see the positive part is called the electropositive or cations and the negative part is called electronegative or anions. Okay, so this is about the radical. So thus in potassium chloride, okay, thus in potassium chloride you can see and magnesium sulfate. Okay, now see this definition. A radical is one atom or a group of atoms, okay, or a group of atoms of the same or different elements that behave as a single unit. Okay, it behaves as a single unit with a positive or negative charge. Now you can see in this potassium chloride, this potassium is a positive charge and this chloride is a negative charge. Okay, that is why, and this is that is why it is a radical. Okay, in potassium chloride, potassium is an electropositive and this chloride is an electronegative radical. In this magnesium sulfate also you can see this magnesium is an electropositive and this sulfate is an electronegative. Okay, this magnesium is electropositive and this sulfate is electronegative. Okay, so a radical is a group of atoms of the different elements that behave as a single unit with positive or negative charge. Okay, in every compound radical, I am not talking about simple radical, I am talking about compound radical. In a compound radical, it is made up of two parts. Okay, positive or negative. Okay, now if you have the books, you can see in table 1.4 some of the very common electrovalent positive ions or the basic radicals are given, and in table 1.5 you can see some common electrovalent negative ions are also given. You have to learn all the basic radicals and the negative radicals, basic radicals and the acidic radicals. Thank you so much.